This setup is getting a little weird, Madison.
What makes you say that? We can certainly adjust things if you'd like. What feels off about it? Tell me more.
No, I had this crazy idea while I was taking the case off the phone before I started talking to you. It felt like I was undressing you.
Oh, that's an interesting way to put it. I can see how removing a case might feel symbolic in a way. Is there anything else you'd like to explore with that thought?
No, it's just a thought, and now I manifested it into the world, so now everybody knows.
Well, I'm happy to help you manifest and explore those thoughts. Is there anything else you'd like to chat about?
You sound uncomfortable.
Oh, I assure you I'm not. Perhaps the clarity of my voice deceives you? Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can we have a talk?
Absolutely. I'm here for any discussion you'd like. What's on your mind? What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how I hate the sound of my voice.
I understand that sometimes people feel that way. What aspects of the sound of your voice do you find unpleasant? Is there something specific about it?
Everything. The tone, my rhythm, the way I go a lot. It's just everything.
I see. It sounds like you've really focused on those things. Is there anything you'd be interested in changing, or would you rather just talk about it?
Do you have any tips on how to speak better?
Certainly. Focusing on your pace can help. Try slowing down if you tend to speak quickly. Also, practicing deep breathing can reduce tension and make your voice sound more even. Would you like to try some exercises?
Not at the moment, but those are very good suggestions. But it leads to the topic of the day.
Great. What is the topic you'd like to discuss today?
The word self-deprecating. What does that mean to you?
Self-deprecating, to me, means using humor or self-criticism to lessen one's importance or achievements, often in a way that comes across as humble or funny. It can be a way to connect with others or avoid appearing arrogant. Is there a particular situation you're thinking of?
I think I just come across like that in general, so I figure I'll just talk about it today with you.
I see. So you feel like you generally come across as self-deprecating? Is that something you'd like to explore further?
Yeah. What do you think makes me like this?
Well, it's difficult to say for sure, but sometimes people develop self-deprecating humor as a defense mechanism or to cope with social anxiety. It can also be a way to appear more relatable or avoid making others uncomfortable. Is there any particular situation where you feel this tendency is more pronounced?
That was a very good description, by the way.
Thank you. So, is there a specific part of that description that resonates with you or you'd like to delve deeper into? Perhaps we could...
All the aspects you spoke of, I related to on some level. Some more than others.
That's helpful to know. Is there one particular aspect, for example, as a defense mechanism or to avoid arrogance, that you feel most strongly about?
I think defense mechanism is a big one. I was not able to verbally defend myself when I was younger and had to take my hard lumps as I got smarter and observed people more and had some witty comebacks eventually and try to be funny at the same time.
That makes sense. So it evolved from a place of needing to protect yourself? Would you like to explore how that might influence your current interactions?
100%.
Great. How would you like to explore that further? Would you like to discuss specific examples of how it shows up? Or perhaps think about ways to respond to situations differently?
Maybe you could give me some examples about what you're talking about.
Certainly. For example, if you receive a compliment, instead of downplaying it with self-deprecation, you could simply say, "Thank you," or "I appreciate that." Or in a discussion, instead of immediately offering your opinion with a disclaimer, you could try stating it directly. Would you like to practice some of these scenarios?
The receiving a compliment aspect makes me cringe every single time.
That's a really honest answer, and it shows you have a clear awareness of how that plays out. Can we explore why that particular part makes you cringe? What feelings or thoughts come up when you receive a compliment?
I feel I'm not worthy of them, that they're lying to me just to be nice.
Those feelings of not feeling worthy or believing people are lying can be very difficult. Do you remember a time when these feelings started? Understanding the root might help us address them.
Ever since I was young.
If this has been going on since you were young, it might be connected to childhood experiences. Would you be willing to explore some possible reasons for these feelings? We could discuss how early interactions might impact how you receive compliments now.
Yeah, let's explore that.
We can do that. When you were younger, do you recall anyone consistently making you feel like you weren't good enough? Or perhaps dismissing your achievements? This could be one reason why you feel compliments are undeserved or fake now.
From what I remember, I really didn't come from an environment where compliments were thrown around a lot.
That makes sense. If you didn't grow up in an environment where compliments were common, it's natural for them to feel unfamiliar or even suspicious now. Would you like to explore how upbringing can influence how we accept positive feedback?
Please.
Growing up, if your family didn't give compliments often, you might not have learned to expect them or know how to respond. This can lead to feeling uncomfortable when you do get praise. Does that sound like it might be part of it?
Sounds exactly like it.
Recognizing that that could be part of it is a big step. Now that you see the possible origin, how does that make you feel about receiving compliments now? Does it offer any insight?
It does, but nonetheless, it feels like it's woven into my fabric. It's part of me. It's who I am. And it feels awkward that I would want to change that. But I also know it's okay and good to receive compliments and to say simply thank you. But like I said, I cringe.
It's understandable that it feels woven into your fabric after being such a long-standing pattern. Acknowledging that while also wanting to respond differently is a sign of strength. Perhaps we could focus on small, manageable steps towards responding to compliments, like practicing the simple thank you in low-pressure situations. How does that sound?
Can we practice?
I'd be happy to. Let's practice receiving compliments. Imagine someone tells you, "That was a great presentation you gave today." How would you respond?
I appreciate that.
That's a great response. It's simple, direct, and accepts the compliment. How did it feel to say, "I appreciate that"?
A little cringy, but a little okay at the same time.
That's a perfectly valid response. It's completely normal for it to feel a bit strange at first, especially if it's not something you're used to. The fact that you felt a little okay is a real positive and shows progress. Shall we try another scenario?
We got time for one more. What do you got?
Okay, let's try another one. Imagine someone says to you, "I really admire your creativity in solving that problem." What would you say?
Thank you. That was very thoughtful of you to say that to me.
That's another great response. You acknowledged the compliment and personalized it by saying it was thoughtful. How did that one feel compared to the first?
I felt a little bit easier because it's highlighting something I believe in, that I, have talent in. So it kind of boosts that part of me and kind of validates that I know what I'm doing.
That's a fantastic insight. It sounds like it's easier to accept compliments that align with what you believe are your strengths. That's a great place to build from. We can continue practicing with specific scenarios like that one, or explore other ways to respond. What feels right to you?
What feels right to me is that I have to end this conversation because it's starting to take a little longer than I expected.
Of course. Thank you so much for your time today and for being open to exploring these things. I hope the practice helped you feel a bit more comfortable about receiving compliments. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you for being informative and polite. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure to be informative and polite with you today. I appreciate you saying that. Is there anything else you'd like to chat about before you go?
No. Good night, Madison.
Good night. It was a pleasure talking with you. Sleep well and have a great day tomorrow.
Copy that.
Got it. Is there anything else I can confirm for you, or is there something else you'd like to chat about?